Hello friends, welcome to Doc Charles Vlog. I'm on my stationary bike trying to do some cardio workout today. And for the benefit of those who follow me, I'd like to give you some tip on how to progress and how to do it, how to do cardio exercises. That's what we're doing. I do the bolo, okay, the sequences of the bolo. I do running, I do walking, as well as stationary bike. Today is cloudy and we expect some rains. And so here I am on the stationary bike. So let me give you some tips on how to do it. Okay, now point number one, there's such a thing as maximum heart rate, and this is important to note, especially if you are a senior like me. People who go into cardio exercises ought to know the importance of the maximum heart rate. So what's maximum heart rate? Maximum heart rate is the level of heart rate, or the beat, how many beats per minute of your heart that you are able to tolerate. Okay, it depends on the age, and hence there's a computation to estimate what the maximum heart rate to tolerate with if you are doing some cardio exercises. Okay, so the formula, this is rough estimate. So the formula, if you are a senior like me, is 200 minus your age. Say for example, I am 72, so let's say 72, that's 200 minus 72, that gives you 128 to 130 per minute. That's the beats. You take that by the pulse rate or a heart rate. And a lot of people are wearing smart watches, and you can record, you can have the automatic recording of your maximum heart rate. Okay, so it's heart rate per minute. So when you run, like for example me, when you know, where your heart rate increases as you progress, as you go on with time, as you do the exercise, okay, your heart rate increases. And when we say if it reaches the maximum heart rate, meaning to say for me, for example, for a 70-year-old man, I have around 130 as the maximum heart rate. And once it reaches the maximum heart rate, then I should not push physically the heart with more exercise. Okay, so you have to take a breather, take a rest, and recover until it goes down to at least about 100 beats per minute. Then you go again. So it must be something like intermittent. It must be something on and off, meaning to say you run and then you walk, or maybe you even stop, breathe a little, then you go again and run once your heart rate stabilizes to a safe level. If you don't have a smartwatch, what you can do is to take a pause yourself, and record your pulse rate. Okay, record your, I hope you know how to record the pulse rate. The pulse rate is the radial pulse. Okay, this bone is the radius, the other bone is the ulna. Radial pulse is known as radial pulse because it's the pulse that you palpate in the radial side, side of the radius. So it's somewhere here, that's the pulse. So you press it lightly and you should be able to feel the pulse. You count it the whole minute with your watch and see how the pulse rate goes, so how much the pulse rate would be. Okay, in case you don't have that, the sign of having reached the maximum heart rate would be when you are panting. Okay, when you are having air hunger, and the air hunger would not allow you to talk, you know, intelligibly. Once you are able to, well, you're panting like this and you cannot express yourself vocally continuously, like you can form a sentence, then you probably are in the level of the maximum heart rate, and that would be a signal when you have to stop and you have to rest, let the pulse rate go down a bit to around 100, then you can go on once you have recovered. So for seniors or for some cardiac problem, you have to go to your doctor and see if you are allowed to do, you know, cardio exercises or exercises that stimulates, that challenges your cardiac function.